So you didn't leave your key behind when you took off for Bangkok?
How is he?
I phoned the hospital first thing. They said he's had a comfortable night.
But he is going to be all right, isn't he?
For time being. After that, we'll just have to see, won't we?
I got the first plane back that I could.
Got the first plane out there you could and all, didn't you?
You made your decision. I gave you the chance to come round
What chance? You didn't hang around to hear what I decided about me and you. You just got the first plane out of Dodge with your mate Craig.
I don't believe this. You selfish cow. My dad's had a heart attack and you're having a go at me about leaving?
Because why do you think he had the heart attack in first place?
What do you mean?
Because you left him a stinking note telling him you were off.
Ain't no way.
Yes. And you know what? I was actually going to tell him about me and you. God knows how I was going to put it, but I was. And all you wanted was to cut and run. And you didn't have the bottle to tell me face to face, or your dad.
Oh, come on, it wasn't like that.
Well, that's how it looks. And that's what's put your dad in hospital.
And then it goes.
Come on in, Norris.
Norris, lad. Come in, sit yourself down. Get your laughing tackle round a couple of Alvira's sausages.
Thank you, Jack, but I'm afraid laughter is far from the highest thing on my list of priorities this morning. It took me 2 hours with a duster and a can of polish before that caravan was halfway hygienically habitable.
Well, the exercise will help you sleep then, won't it?
And I was awakened at 6 a.m. this morning by seagulls on the caravan roof, clearly in rehearsal for some tap dancing spectacular at the Winter Gardens.
Oh, don't be such a misery guts. You're on holiday, aren't you?
Wow, that's a right gut-buster and a half, that is.
Yeah, well, I'm warning you. I'm not sitting in front of you on any roller coasters today.
You're joking, aren't you? I'm champion white-knuckle rider, I am. There's not been a ride built that's made me wear my breakfast.
What's it like on a roller coaster?
It's like having your guts chewed up by a spin dryer.
Well, me and the kids are going down to the beach. We're going to build some sand castles. That's about as much excitement as we need.
Yeah. Hey, what you two are doing here? Going to Pleasure Beach?
Not until he's digested all that.
All right. Good, you can come with us. Jack and Tommy. Yeah, we'll go see the sights.
Oh, now, come on, Vera. This is Blackpool, the fun capital of the civilised world. You and Tyrone and Maria don't want it knocking about with a couple of old fogies like us.
Hey, yo. You might be an old fogey, but I'm going to have fun.
Hey!
Heaven help us all.
There we are, Ken. Thank you.
Thanks, Rita. Are you managing all right with Norris on holiday?
Oh, I'm fine. It's you that's got the worries. I mean, it's terrible being burgled, I know.
Claim to the insurance company.
Not just the money, though, is it? It's a feeling of being invaded, isn't it?
And the insurance payout might buy me a new laptop, but it can't replace all the work that was on it.
Your book, you mean?
Every last word gone. Months of research vanished into thin air. I mean, I'm not a man given to violence and retribution, but 5 minutes in a locked room with whoever was responsible to make me feel a lot better.
Yeah.
Well, if you're talking about those burglars, I know how you feel. Auntie Em doesn't need something like this happening to her.
Yeah, that's right. My house is bad enough, but the home of an elderly woman, it's despicable.
Well, we've just got to be thankful nobody was hurt.
Yeah, let's hope the police get them.
Yeah, trouble is, what will the courts do with them? Next to nothing, probably. Doubtless Emily will never see her property again, and all my work is wasted.
Do you know, I was thinking, why don't you put something in the paper? I mean, that disc can't be worth anything to the thief.
It's the computer they want, and the insurance will pay for that.
Are you serious?
Well, worth a try, isn't it? Darn sight quicker to write an ad out for the Gazette than write your book out all over again.
Dad.
Mark,
How'd you get here?
Linda rang me. I came straight back.
Thanks. Great to see you, son.
How'd you feel?
Much better now I've seen you. Where's Linda?
Here I am, Mike.
Well, it's flaming painkillers I got me on. I can hardly sit up.
That's because you're supposed to be resting.
I'm not very good at resting. Never have been.
That's why they've had to drug you, love. Mike, you're not Superman. You've got to take it easy.
Maybe we should go, eh?
No. No, don't go yet. No, not yet. I've got to know. Thought we were getting on all right.
Well, yeah. Of course we were.
Then I've got to know. Why did you take off?
And when we've finished this sandcastle, you can be queen and you can be king. I suppose I'll have to be court jester. Hey, watch it, will you?
Sorry! Warren? Sorry. He never looks where he's going.
Oh, it's all right. There's no harm done. Last time I played in sun like this was with your mother. And she said I was very childish. And she worse than me. She'd have a ball if she was here now.
But you don't just take off like that without a reason. If it's something to do with me, I want to know what.
It's nothing to do with you. Stop worrying.
Dad, it was just itchy feet.
Itchy feet?
Yeah, like last time. It was Craig going on about travelling. I just don't think I'm cut out to stay in one place too long, that's all.
I wish you'd have told me face to face. Surely I deserve something more than just a piece of paper.
Yeah, of course you do. Believe me, I wish I had told you. I just thought you'd be disappointed in me. I was scared you'd talk me out of it like you did last time.
You're damn sure I would have tried, yeah.
I'm so sorry, Dad. If I'd ever imagined something like this was
No,
gonna...
that's all right, forget it. No one's more surprised about all this than me.
So now you're back. How long are you staying?
I'm not going anywhere. Not until you get back on your feet.
Come on, Norris, put your foot down.
My speed is appropriate to the driving conditions.
It's a game, it don't matter if you get killed.
Have you never heard the fable of the tortoise and the hare?
Yeah, but they weren't up against 8-cylinder death racers, were they? Now, come on.
Oh, thank you very much.
Sorry.
You see, Tommy, playing fruit machines is all about timing and reflexes. But you've got to get in tune with them, you see. Get on the same wavelength. And it's like reading their minds.
Grandad Orton says they're for mugs.
Joking about.
You must have won thousands.
Come on, now's our chance.
Chance for what?
Get off on our own while everyone's busy.
But they'll notice we're gone.
Yeah, we can meet him when you're at the house.
Should we hit the big roller coasters then?
Yeah, come on. Hey there, yeah, Maria. Listen, have I got a treat for you?
What?
Madame Monceau, clairvoyant. She's best this side. Well, this side. She's great anyway.
Yeah, but we was just going to go and hit the big
Oh,
roller
don't worry about Tyrone. He'll be as happy as Larry here. Come on.
I suppose you heard about me.
Oh, the break-in. Yeah, yes. I'm very sorry.
Talking of nothing else in the cafe, I dare say.
Well, everybody is very concerned.
Took all my money, you know. Left me penniless, they have.
Do you want me to buy you a drink?
Oh, that's very Christian of you. Thank you.
Well, there's definitely something going on. I've never seen out like it. No Baldwin, Mike, or Linda. Dreary ain't got a clue.
And she hadn't heard out from any of them?
No.
What do you think's happened?
My cousin worked at a place once run by husband and wife. One morning, neither of them turned up. Nobody knew out. Then the police turned up. Turns out he'd strangled her with the stockings and then did himself in with pills.
All right, Ray of Sunshine, you, aren't you?
I'm only saying. Anyway, it's bound to end in tears, a man of his age canoodling with a young girl like that. It's like playing with matches in a firework factory.
You're all right, Tyrone. Where's Maria?
Oh, Vera's dragged her off to have her fortunes told or something.
She didn't strike me as the type who liked all the crystal balls and whatnot.
Oh, I don't think she is. I think it's just Vera wanted someone to hold her hand in case it's bad news.
She's a lovely girl, that Maria. You want to hang on to her.
I will do, don't worry. These two seem to be having a good time. No? Think they'll fancy an ice cream?
Yeah, I reckon they'd love one.
Great. Hey, can I take them? Because the ice cream van's only there and I won't come back with somebody else's kids and I won't lose them.
Don't worry, I trust you.
Really?
Yeah.
Cheers, mate. Should we go get an ice cream? Let's go get an ice cream.
Right.
Warren? 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 Oh, no. Help! Help! Somebody help! Please,
What's the
somebody...
matter?
Warren, I can't swim!
Don't worry.
Please! Warren! Oh, God, help, please! Help! Please! Somebody help! Warren!
Hold on, son. You're all right.
Help!
Don't panic now. You're all right. Don't panic. You're all right. You're all right. That's it. You're all right, man. You're okay. You're all right.
Oh, thank goodness, she said. I was so frightened.
He's all right. I think he needs a bigger boat if he wants to go sailing single-handed around the world.
Thank you. I don't know what else to say.
Well, there's nothing else to say, is there?
Be quick on your feet there, pal. Nice one.
Cheers.
You're right, lad.
I think so.
Yes, we'll get you checked out, eh? See, that's why we don't allow inflatables and dinghies on the beach.
Warren.
Excuse me.
All right.
Oh, God, I'm not letting you go.
What
happened to you?
I was paddling along the front and a big wave got me.
You're a drip.
Come on, I want to get some dry clothes on.
What happened there?
I think it's a sandcastle competition.
Sandcastles, eh?
Yeah.
Better sup up. Baldwin or no Baldwin. We'll have to get a cell across that road.
You what? With nobody over there cracking whip, I'm for another half, me.
Well, there's all this dreary, eh? She'll be taking notes.
Let her. I hope a ballpoint runs out.
Yeah, well, on the other hand, I wouldn't put it past Baldwin to have set us up all morning. He's probably across there now with that big smug grin on his face, waiting to see which of us takes advantage.
I reckon you've got a pint.
Come on, you. Oh! Prodigal son returns.
What do you mean?
All three stooges back, or just the one?
Janice, my dad's had a heart attack.
I knew it. I always thought he was ripe for a Connery. It was his colour.
Excuse me, I do hope I'm not interrupting.
Oh, no, not going on here.
Oh, Emily, I'm so sorry to hear about the burglary. That must have been terrible. Actually, that's why I wanted to talk to you. Well, no, neither of us saw or heard anything. Oh, no. But I know it might seem a little like locking the stable door after the horse has bolted, but I wondered if you stocked any security products at the shop.
Well, we've got plenty of locks and bolts.
I was thinking of something a bit more technical.
What, like, alarms, you mean?
Oh, yes. No, we don't do anything like that, do we? You'd need a specialist firm. There's plenty in the phone book. Oh, yes, I suppose so. Well, thank you, anyway.
That's all right.
Poor soul. It must be awful for her. I wish there was something we could do to help.
Maybe we can.
So what's life going to be like for me now I've got this dodgy ticker, eh?
Well, as long as you're sensible, life can be pretty much as it was before.
Nah, it's that word sensible I'm not too keen on.
Just be grateful you're alive at all, you.
Well, I don't want to go through life like some vicar's maiden aunt, do I?
You'll just have to be more careful that you don't take too much on. You know, watch what you eat and drink, cut out the fatty foods and get plenty of gentle exercise.
I play golf twice a week.
That's a good start.
Yeah, a round on the course and then how many in the clubhouse afterwards? That's what I wanted to ask you. Have you got, like, a diet sheet or something I can have so I can make sure he's having the right sort of food?
I'll sort you one out.
Thanks.
A diet sheet?
Yeah, if that's what it takes to make sure you look after yourself.
Do you care that much for me?
What sort of question's that?
Well, I thought you might change your mind, see me like this.
Don't be daft, Mike. Oh. There's plenty of blokes younger than you who've dropped dead of heart attacks.
You know what they say, don't you? You don't realise what you got until you miss it. So from now on, I'm going to start living life to the full, so don't you write me off just yet.
I wouldn't dare.
Oh, Mark. Janice came in the shop just as I was closing. She tells me your dad's had a heart attack.
Yeah.
Poor Mike. How is he?
Oh, he's all right. Apparently it wasn't a big one. More the sort you get as a warning, you know?
To sort of tell him to take things easy, you mean?
Yeah.
Well, I can't see Mike taking to that very well.
Oh, I suppose not.
Well, that must be a worry for you. I mean, I know what Mike's like. He won't be warned off by anybody, not even the Almighty.
We'll just have to wait and see, I suppose. Rita, I was going to say, I know I gave you the keys back to the flat, but I
Oh,
was...
that's all right. It's OK. I haven't had a chance to give them to anybody else yet. I must say I was very surprised to see you taking off like that.
Oh, it was wanderlust. But it looks like that's on hold for a while now.
Well, I'm very pleased to hear it. Your dad's going to need you to take a lot of worry off his shoulders. Make sure he doesn't get upset over anything.
Yeah.
You heard it yourself. She wants an alarm installing. No one round here deals in them, so why shouldn't we?
How's it going to look to other folk, Ken? Ken and Emily get burgled, and bingo, we're selling alarms.
What, you think they're going to start thinking we're masterminding a series of break-ins just so we can flog people alarms?
Don't be daft, Danny. I just don't want it to look like we're taking advantage of it.
What about some of these blokes you just get out the phone book? You know, there's no telling how much some of these home security companies are going to get an old lady like Emily to cough up for an alarm. At least you know she can trust me.
I suppose you will.
Always am.
Tickle you under there. There you are. Do you know we've walked the shine off the golden mine looking for you?
Oh, Mel, we got it. I was a fortune teller.
Oh, she was really good.
Hey, you should have heard of Tyrone. She said Maria's going to have 6 kiddies.
Not if I've got out to do with it.
And she said me and my partner are going to have a big win.
Well, Jack won on the fruit machine in arcade before.
Well, there you go, then.
Well, does that count? If Tyrone saw Jack, strictly speaking, that's not in the future, is it?
No, probably not. Hey, we might be going to win lottery. Oh, what have you been doing?
Oh, Gary were paddling and a big wave hit him.
God, it must have been a tidal wave that wet through.
Well, it kind of... It hit me, and then I fell in.
So do you usually go paddling in your shoes then?
Well, it weren't exactly a paddle. It was more of a walk along the edge of the sea, really. I'll just get these, didn't I? Come on, you. Where's your sister? Come on. Okay.
Is he a full Shelley?
So, yeah, it seems like Twir's having a ball on work experience. You'll be seeing her on the telly next reading the news. What do you think? Yeah?
Sorry, Geoffrey.
That's all right. You didn't miss much anyway.
Emily, I just wondered if you'd had any more thoughts on that alarm. Oh, no, not really. No.
Well, it's just if you're still interested, I reckon we can fix you up.
Oh, well, that would be wonderful. I'd much rather deal with somebody I know.
No problem. Consider it done.
Thank you.
Well, I'd offer to buy a round. But seeing some lowlife is probably, at this very second, spending my pension on snap, or whatever they call it.
I think they call it smack, Mrs. Hunt.
Oh, I'd give him a smack, all right, if I got hold of him.
Yeah, well, I hate to admit it, but the sad fact is, the occasional smack on the backside a few years ago, and whoever broke into our place in Emily's last night might still be on the straight and narrow.
My Cyril always used to say good cuff round the ear, you know, when they were young, save them from the handcuffs later on.
Oh, society's all changed since then, Bertie.
Yeah, for better and for worse.
Oh, when I was a lass, you wouldn't think anything about walking home on your own in the dark. Nobody worried about turning the key in the lock.
They were all in the same boat, though, weren't we? None of us had out worth nicking.
Ah, but isn't that the heart of the matter, that allegiance of circumstance?
Come again?
What, community spirit? It's like Betty says. Years ago, everyone existed in a street like this on pretty equal terms. They looked out for one another. They'd always recognise a stranger in their midst.
Oh, bring back the old days.
Oh, I'll drink to that.
I walked from here to my home more times than I can count. What happened the other night hasn't enfeebled me, you know.
I know that. I just thought you'd feel more comfortable with someone with you.
Oh, honestly, I'd feel more comfortable if you weren't treating me like some kind of helpless victim.
Oh, I see. Well, if you're sure.
Quite.
Night.
Good night.
Where did you get to?
I went to the Rovers. I had to think.
And?
I feel awful.
What about?
About my dad, what do you think?
Right. So not running out on me.
I've told you I didn't run out on you.
You didn't exactly hang around though, did you? And Mark, where would that have left me if I had told your dad about me and you? That would have been a laugh, eh?
Yeah, but you didn't, did you? He still thinks you're the loyal, loving bride-to-be.
I would have done if he hadn't keeled over first with the shock of finding out you took off again.
So it looks like I did you a favour then, doesn't it?
You're in here late tonight, love.
Oh, I hadn't noticed the time.
Emily, look, I know what it's like to be the victim of some young lout. I mean, you know, when I was mugged all them years ago, well, it was awful. I can't tell you how I felt.
Well, I wasn't physically attacked. They only stole from the house.
Doesn't matter, love. It shakes your world. And for a while you feel that that nothing will ever be the same again. Look, I tell you what, why don't you come and spend a few nights with me until your nerves settle down a bit?
Oh, there's nothing wrong with my nerves. I'm quite capable of getting on with my life without anyone nursemaiding me. Good night.
Good night, love.
Do you think I enjoyed watching your dad go down clutching his chest?
Of course not. But what if it hadn't have been my letter that set it off? What if you told him about us two? Do you think he'd have taken that any better?
Well, I'd have been more gentle than a scrap of paper.
More gentle? Linda, the man nearly died because his son walked out on him to go off around the world. Just how gently are you going to tell him that his son's been sleeping with a woman he's crazy about? You can't wrap something like that up in cotton wool.
So what are you saying?
What do you think? There's no decision to make anymore. We don't tell him about us two, and we don't run the risk of him ever finding out in case it kills him. We're finished.